We were in a bit of a rush on the way back.
夕飯までに戻らなかったら変に思われるもの。
Yeah, that's true. It's what Mitsuki-san said. It would be dangerous if we walk too fast. There aren't any streetlights around here either.
けど
Well, just walk moderately fast, I guess. It was a restless reply. I don't think it matters if they do wonder about us personally. Yeah, I don't think anyone really cares. It wasn't like it was something we needed to hide, unlike Marika. We hadn't talked about that aspect of our relationship just yet, so I kept quiet and followed after her. At least we make it to the dorm in time. At the exact moment she let out a sigh of relief. Oh shit, what? What? Whoa! Why? Mitsuki, you fell? Are you okay? I panicked and rushed over to her, but... What? Why are you asking me to stay away? Huh? She was desperately trying to hide her underwear, alright. Are you hurt? I approached while looking away and held out my hand. Yeah, first thing she's scared of is the skirt. Luckily, from what I could see, she came out of it without a scratch. Yeah, but I didn't get to see your underwear. Now that she mentioned it, that topic did come up. I guess it really might have been better if I hadn't worn a skirt. Yes. I didn't. Okay, only a little. She glared at me semi-happily and poked gently at my side. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, we just come to the end of chapter 2. Yeah, I think my previous episode should have ended right here. So, but oh well. Let's see. Move on to chapter 3. A desire for each other. And look at the background. Quite interesting. I think this will happen right at the evening star gathering, which is coming on the August 27th. But right now it's 2 weeks before, August 13th. It was the day after we came back from the summer training camp. This time around, we decided to work on our homework together in my room. Yeah, I think the last time you were here was when you were searching my room for porn magazine, yeah? The last time she was here was on that one early morning when she and Marika-san searched my room. I was simply driven out of the room at the time, so this would be her first proper visit. Well, I'm a poor bimbo, more or less. Money isn't a problem for me now, but there's no real fixing my frugal spirit. It wasn't unheard of for you to get so used to a poor lifestyle that your materialistic greed ran short. Me too. Either way, this dorm room was more than sufficient to lead an ordinary life. Oh no. No. I certainly did that. Naughty? What do you mean? Oh, trying to act dumb? Play dumb? No, I didn't. Vincennes is pretty strict about that sort of thing. I could order it online, but since everything went through the school, you naturally get around that you ordered something dirty. I could have picked some up while shopping over summer vacation, but then Guardian would just end up checking my luggage anyway. I think the Guardian is spelled wrong. Yeah, I think it should be G-A-R without the U, so... But, are they really that terrible? No, they aren't. Porn isn't terrible. I mean... I just mean erotic books and stuff. I think those are pretty standard for men, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. I see. But if you want to love me, sooner or later we have to, have sex, so You have to learn those stuff.
でも、そうなの？そんなに普通のこと？
Yeah, it's normal. I think so. My friend confirmed it too.
そのお友達はなんて言っていたの？
To be honest, I was kind of worried about it too. I said, without answering her question directly.
悩むって何に？
When we were studying together, my heart was going crazy. Yeah, for you. It wasn't just my heart that was going crazy, but I left it at that. Yeah, there's something else that went crazy, you know, the bottom part. But that's, yeah, we shouldn't say that, not yet, anyway. So I asked my friend for advice and asked something to the effect of, what is this?
それで、友達はなんて？
Well, he said it was probably because I liked you. When I heard that, I agreed that he was probably right. After all, not just any race would make or rather, not just any girl would make my heart race. I was aware of you especially, and that was likely the reason why I was attracted to you. Yeah, you're the special one.
それで、そのことといけないものとどういう関係があるのかしら？
You haven't gotten a clue? Because I'm in love with you, and you're the only one I'm in love with you. You're the only one I'm in love with. I want to have sex with you. That's basically it. That was Mitsuki-san for you. She remembered how the conversation had developed. So then I said it. Basically, in the sense that I want you, yeah, Hoshi. Yes, I want you. I put it as gently as possible, but the meaning behind my words seemed to have gotten through to her. Oops. She turned bright red and her eyes went wide, then finally she looked downward. Is that bad? She kept quiet, her face still hung. I'm sure Mitsuki-san is pretty fastidious. Stubborn, right? Yeah. But if that were the case, that only made me think it was better to come out and ask.
わからない。
Don't worry, once you have this first time experience, you'll enjoy it. It's also the first time for Masaya too. Well, in this arc anyway. She slowly shook her head.
とりあえず嫌ではないと思うけど。
It's yeah, I can understand because it's a foreign experience. You haven't tried it before.
なんというか、実感が湧かなくて。
It doesn't feel real to you? Then we'll make it real. Feel real, right? It doesn't feel real?
だって考えてもみてよ。
Mitsuki-san idly drew invisible circles with her fingertip on the table next to her. Invisible circles?
私はこれまでずっとバンセンヌという閉ざされた空間で生きてきて、
and?
帰省したところで実家の周辺に友達がいるわけでもないわ。
Okay, and?
だから家にこもっているか、家族と出かけるか、あるいは一人で買い物に出る程度で。
So what? Doesn't mean we can't have sex?
つまり男子との付き合いなんて全然なかったのよ。
Okay, if you put it that way, that means you're saying we should at least date a few times before we do it? That makes sense. That sounded about right to me. I was sure I had been chosen as a sample to study here simply because there were so many people like her.
だからなんていうのかしら。
Mitsuki-san pointed her eyes upward at me.
男子から自分が求められるというのがいまいちピンとこないというか。
I understand. So let's have some dates, you know. I get it. I think we kissed before, right? Yeah, if I remember correctly. I was sure if she had gone to an ordinary co-ed school, she would have been extremely popular. I think every girl in Princess Evangile, every heroine, if any of those the heroines had gone to an ordinary co-ed school, I think they will be extremely popular. It's not just Mitsuki. Unfortunately for her, there were no boys around. She had never once been conscious of the cases she would have taken notice of in an ordinary setting. Well, I guess it'll feel real to you sooner or later.
So?
Yeah. We'll do it slow and steady. When we kissed, I was really happy. Yeah, they did kiss, alright? Yeah. How was it for you?
それは私だって意外なようでもあったのだけど。
But you enjoy it, right?
とても素敵で心地のいい行為だなって思った。
Great, then I'm sure you'll enjoy sex, yeah, but we'll do it slow and steady. It's not unexpected at all. If you care for someone, it would obviously make you happy. And I think that's what it means to want someone. I took her hand, and as I had expected, she twitched for a moment when I leaned in close. However, she immediately closed her eyes for me. Yeah, another kiss. Our lips touched for a little longer than the first time. When our faces parted, she was blushing all the way up to her ears. It was an extremely adorable sight. Yeah, you're starting to get the hang of it. She touched the pads of her fingers to her lips and whispered.
これが好きな人を求めるということなんだわ。きっと。けど今は宿題をする時だわ。そうでしょ?
Homework can wait. Yeah. To be honest, I would rather get physical with her than do homework. Yeah. But I wasn't about to say that. With that being said, I redid my homework. Okay. By the way, why did you end up going back home again? At the time, I had assumed it was due to circumstances at home. But if that turned out to be a lie, then you wouldn't have anything to do with it.
その両親に怒られてしまったのよ。
Your parents got mad at you for returning to Vincennes so early? Okay. Mad at you? Why?
私、親にも嘘をついて学校に戻ってきたの。
Okay. So they found out about it? She nodded.
両親は疑う様子もなかったのに、学校側がわざわざ連絡を入れたのよ。
Okay.
もう、バンセンヌの細かさには参るわよ。知ってるかしら？休みの間も生徒たちをなるべく学校にいさせるようにしていること。
Yep, that I have heard of. Yeah. They do?
夏合宿がまさにそうよ。ああいうイベントって生徒たちを戻すために用意された飴なの。
Like candy, huh? Yeah, candy to bait the kids into coming back. Wow, I see. Sounds like it's pretty effective. There were an awful lot of people there when we assembled at the training camp.
にもかかわらず、戻ったら戻ったで家に問い合わせるんだから。ほんと、参るわよね。
Well, so your parents were pretty angry after all?
そうね。ただ、怒る以上に驚いていたみたい。なんで嘘をついてまで学校に戻ろうとしたのって。
So did you tell them it's because of a boy? What did you tell them?
正直には言えないから、適当にのらりくらりと。
Yeah, of course she couldn't tell the truth.
ただ、夏合宿には出たいと言って、ようやく戻るのを許されたの。
Okay. Was Mitsuki's son's household strict too? All the girls who had been students at Vincennes since primary course were fundamentally daughters of respectable families. Although Mitsuki's family isn't really known, we only know the three big families: Kita Mikado, that's Ayaka and Itsuko, Ruriko's family, Kitamagi, if I remember correctly, and no, actually 4. Okay, Kitamikado, Kitamagi, I think, and then there's a third one which is Rosenin, which is Rise, and finally there's Marika's family, Myogi. So these 4 big families, but Mitsuki's family doesn't seem all that big. Well, not that. Well, I mean, there's hardly even any mention of Mitsuki's family in the first place in the story. So I see. I'm sure that must have been rough. A simple round trip still eats a lot of time. Yeah. I'm happy that you went to all that trouble for me. I really was happy, and ended up staring feverishly at her without meaning to. As a result, she closed her eyes of her own accord for the first time. It sent a shiver of joy up my spine, yeah, inviting me to kiss again. I think, let me just listen to this again. This one, yeah? Yeah. Just wanting to hear the sigh at the end. When our lips met, I could certainly feel our relationship growing deeper. Okay. So it's just a kiss, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So we head on to the August 14th. I think chapter 3 will probably end at the evening star gathering. So yeah, seeing the background of the chapter 3, the screen, yeah, it's the stars and all that. So yeah, evening star gathering. By the way, should we keep our relationship a secret? I was worried about Mitsuki-san since she had been late to meet up with everyone for dinner following my confession.
そうね。私はそうしたいのだけど、どうかしら。
Keep it a secret? I thought you said you don't want to keep it a secret. I don't mind either way. Would the teachers get mad if they found out?
さあ、それはわからないわね。万線のってそもそも異性の交友はほとんど聞かないし。
Well, I don't see any of the main heroines or Ruriko keeping it a secret, so.
ただ、学内で恋愛沙汰があっても咎められたことはないから。それから類推すると、特に問題はないのかしら。
Yeah, I don't think it would be an issue. Romantic relationships on campus?
つまり女の子同士でってことよ。万線のはそういうのよくあるから。
They do? Ah. Even if the teachers won't get mad, maybe it would be best to keep it secret after all?
だって単純に気恥ずかしいじゃない。
Well, it is. I see. Besides, oh sorry.
私の場合、イメージもあるもの。
Image to protect? You mean your title as Lame de Lune? An image?
はっきり言って、私は共学反対派の急先鋒だわ。まあ、その気持ち自体は今も変わりないけど。
Well, I guess that's true, but you can always refer to Ritsuko as a reference. You know, Ritsuko did well. I mean, despite loving Masaya, she still stick to her ideals and principles, right? So
とにかく最初はマサヤさんを追い出そうとしていたのよ。それが恋人だなんて、なんだかコロッと変わったみたいで恥ずかしいじゃない。
you actually embarrassed over that? You're worrying way too much about it. I gave a forced smile. Besides, given the unanimous decision at Premier Judgment, that means you voted in my favor too, Mitsuki-san.
だとしてもよ。
Yeah, it's just me, doesn't matter. She puffed up her cheeks.
それでなくても、私は男なんてってことを公言していて。
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
それがちゃっかり彼女になってしまっているんだもの。周りは本当呆れるわよ。
Well, let them be shocked. If you're that adamant about it, I personally have no objections.
ありがとう。
Well, okay. But if we do that, we won't be able to flirt in public.
あ、いずれにしろ大っぴらにはしません。
Why? Why not? That's kind of too bad.
そういえば、
Hmm?
27日に星酔いの集いというイベントがあるの。
Yep.
あなた知っていた？
Yep, I have. Nope, no idea what that is. What sort of event is it?
みんなで校庭に集まって星座を眺めるのよ。
That's nice. Sounds pretty fun. Maybe romantic even.
ただ、本当言うと、イベントの眼目は星座を眺めることにあるのではないの。
Yeah, the real point is to get together and, snuggle together and kiss. Oh, and sleep together, yes.
意中の人と一緒になる、というのがみんなの本当の関心事なのよ。
I was impressed. That was much more romantic. Yeah, you mean together with the person you care about and then looking at the stars together. That's what's romantic about the event.
でも隠す以上、一緒になることはできないわね。
Well, that's kind of true. Couldn't we just pretend it's a coincidence?
それもちょっと難しいのよね。
I didn't know for sure what the event was like, but if Mitsuki-san said so, she was probably right.
残念。諦めるしかないわね。
That's kind of too bad, too. She seemed to have her mind firmly made up about this.
だからって他の人と一緒になったりしたらダメだからね。
Of course, you're the only girl, Mitsuki. I know. I don't really have any interest in stargazing anyway, so I'll just pass on the whole event.
ごめんなさいね。妙なことを気にして。
Well, you said so, so it's okay.
その代わりと言ってはなんだけど、夏休みの間は二人で出かけたりしましょうよ。
Sure. That would be great. Oh, that sounds nice. A date?
出かけるだけよ。
It's a date. And society calls that a date. How about right now?
今は宿題をしている最中じゃない。
Well, after we finish homework. Huh? I was blatantly surprised, but Mitsuki-san's face also went blank.
何か？
No. I was just thinking, I would sure like to hang out together rather than do homework.
ダメ。
She immediately shut that down.
まだ宿題はたくさん残ってるのよ。
Well, I guess that's true. I know, but...
失礼。お出かけだけど。
Just say it's a date. What's so embarrassing about it? She went out of her way to correct herself.
それも私としては宿題が終わってからというつもりだったの。
Okay, fine. Then we'll do our homework properly and do it quick and fast.
いいわね。
Okay, I'll be a good boy. Okay, sensei. Okay, Mitsuki sensei. Yeah, got it. I really did think she was a serious person. Just hearing we were going out on a date was enough to take my mind completely off homework.
やっぱり可愛くない女って思う
What?
でしょ。
What does that have to do with being cute or what? I still think you're cute. No, not at all. I actually think you're really appealing and level-headed.
またお世辞言ってる。
No, it's me being the smooth operator. I'm telling the truth. Oh, did I hear something? I think I may have cut it out. Wait, hold on. This one? I think they kiss again. Yeah. We took a short break from our homework and immersed ourselves in kissing. I was sure this degree of slacking off would be allowed. Yeah. Okay, August 25th. 2 days before the evening star gathering. We breezed through our homework after that, but due to frequent interruptions, kissing, It was nearly the end of our summer vacation before we managed to finish it all. We met up at the school gates and got on the bus together. Yeah, we managed to get out of the school without anyone noticing us. Mitsuki-san twisted around to look outside, then turned back around. We had arranged to meet up at the gates to prevent anyone from seeing us together. Nobody seemed to be heading out right now, so the inside of the bus was empty. As such, I grabbed her hand. Yeah. She smiled happily, then wrapped her hands around mine. Light physical contact like this felt completely natural at this point. Are you sure you were really okay with going to the park? Well, that's a start. I see. There was a park which doubled as a sporting area a short walk away from the station. It was where I had talked to my friend Ida before. I hoped we didn't run into him. Yeah, I don't think I want to run into anyone else. Oh, that reminds me. Didn't he say something about the park? Oh yeah, something about the park, where they do it at the park, you know. Yeah, that also happened in Ayaka's epilogue. So yeah, then we'll do it there. Oh sure. Yep. When I heard stuff like that, the people at Vincennes really felt like court officials to me. To some extent, yes. That shop had pretty good taste. Yeah, I definitely love this new outfit, just saying. We got off the bus still holding hands. Thinking about it, this may have been the first time we had walked around like this. After all, it's not like we could do this sort of thing on campus. Yeah, you should have made lunch boxes. But can you cook? Oh, you would make those for us? Okay, sure. Look forward to tasting those food. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I've never eaten a girl's homemade cooking before. Oh yeah, the nagashi somen. That's the river thing, right? Where you put the ramen on the river that flows on the bamboo pipes. Yeah. Oh, I guess so. We held a Nagashi Somen tournament in the form of a collaboration between the White Lily and Red Rose societies a while back. Was it a tournament though? I don't think it's a tournament. Both Mitsuki-san and Rise-san were really motivated, so it was pretty difficult to get a full meal out of it, but the flavor alone was extraordinary. Yeah, it's more of a match than a tournament though. Oh no, you're asking me this question? Well, I have to say Mitsuki's, right? Huh? Do I have to choose? Okay, Mitsuki, yours tastes better. She was smiling, but I could tell she would never forgive me for the rest of our lives if I said the White Lily Society's was better. Well, obviously the batch you made. Huh? To be honest, I couldn't really tell the difference, but that would be my secret. Of course, both were extremely delicious anyway. Yeah, to the park we go. And we're kissing again? When we sat on the bench, I made up my mind and put my arm around her shoulders. Okay, that's a start. Okay, this music again. She went stiff for a moment, but then immediately cuddled up to me. Oh, she's so soft. And not just her chest. Holding a girl felt soft all over. The sweet smell of her hair tickled my nose and made me go dizzy. What do you mean I'm not hot? I'm very hot. Oh, I am. But I want to stay like this. You? Yeah, I'm hot all over for you, which is a good thing. Oh? Well, this is the park where we can do it. When I leaned in for a kiss, she gently pushed me away by the forehead. Oh, okay. I have been subconsciously drawn to her lips just now. My whole body felt like it was on fire. My heart thundered hard within my chest. Oh, you know about the legend of the park too? Mitsuki-san shyly looked away. Okay, she doesn't know. Pretty crowded? Yeah, it is. There were a lot of kids around, but the couples really stood out among them. That was why we had even walked around the park in the first place. It was to find this empty bench. I guess? I wonder. Oh. I suppressed my voice, so she didn't seem to notice my surprise. That's right. Now I remember. I remember what my friend Ida had said about this place. You don't know? A lot of couples come here late at night. They say it's like an open-air love hotel, yeah. But we came at the wrong time, it's daytime. Maybe we'll come back here again at night. That much was obvious even at this time of day. And it only got worse at night? Unsurprisingly, there don't seem to be any couples fooling around in broad daylight. Don't worry, we'll come back at night. Then you'll see the full picture. Mitsuki-san sounded fairly incredulous. I can't exactly tell her it's a mecca for only couples. Maybe it's because there's tennis courts and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's cheap enough for even ordinary people to use. Well, anyone can visit, so. Nah, I didn't. I never actually came here very much. Well, I myself am not really a fan of tennis, so. Actually, I think Masaya had been to the park before, right? But I think it was back when he was a kid with Chiho. Yeah, that was probably the only time when he had hung out at the park. Yeah, other than that, yeah. When I was a kid, I went to a children's park that was even closer. But after I got older, well... Oh, so this is not the children's park? Okay. It wouldn't do a man any good coming to a place like this. Well, I think it's still good. I mean, to rest and stuff. Mitsuki-san leaned against me. Yeah, it would be kind of boring. I would have better things to do, you know. Yeah, but well, if it's a place to maybe like relax and stuff, I guess it's fine. Are we going to kiss? I mean, seeing her face like this? Yeah? I put a little more strength behind my arm, propping up her shoulder as well. Well, probably not, because she said we shouldn't kiss in public, so... After enjoying a delicious lunch at Papatore Moonrock, we strode around the area. Mitsuki-san stopped in place. I followed her line of sight and noticed we were in front of the boutique she had purchased her outfit from. Even though I was more or less aware of this shop's existence, I had never paid any real attention to it before. Are Are you going to get more skirts going forward?
そうね。結構気に入ってしまったし、スースーするのはやっぱり気になるけど。
Okay. I expected that sort of impression from a man cross-dressing. It was kind of odd to hear that coming from a woman. Breezy? But your uniform has a skirt too.
そうだけど、でもあれより短いもの。
Well, I guess. Well, because yours is a mini skirt, it's different. Yeah, she had a point. It's a mini skirt.
マサヤさん、本当に目線があからさまよ。
Well, not that I mind. Not, you don't mind, right? You don't mind it, right? I'm sorry. I have been looking, and she could tell right away when someone was looking at her provocatively.
まあ、相手が私であればいいけれど。
Okay, you said so. Huh? Are you sure?
こら。
She put me gently by the ear. Oh, don't do that.
そうじゃなくて、他の人を見たりしたらダメってことよ。
Of course, I won't look at other women. Only you. Yeah, of course.
本当かしらね。
Yes, I promise. Yes, really. My heart goes crazy because you are the only girl I'm looking at. Oh, I mentioned that before.
じゃあ、約束よ。
Yep, it's a promise. She said before holding out her pinky. That adorable gesture made my chest grow tight. Mitsuki-san really is adorable on the inside too.
嘘ついたらパンチする。
How hard are you gonna punch me? Probably very hard. What she said was a little frightening though. By the way, when is your birthday?
6月の17日よ。
June 17. Oh, that's actually already passed, right? Yeah. I see. That's too bad.
何が？
Well, your birthday? I was thinking it might be nice to buy you something here for a birthday present.
ああ。本当に残念ね。
Well, no worries. We can buy a Christmas present. It's coming soon in about like 4 months' time.
でも、いいのかしら。プレゼントだなんて。
No problem. Remember, I have won the lottery. Of course. After all, you bought that outfit because you were thinking of me. That made me super happy. So, it would sort of be my way of doing something in return.
そう。じゃあ遠慮なく。来年になったらね。
Sure. Yeah. Oh.
ここが以前、マサヤさんが住んでいたところ。
Yeah, we're back to Masaya's old apartment. Well, just for a short time. My old family home had new owners now, so we just took a quick look at it before leaving and coming here. Okay. From there, the apartment I lived in was about a 10-minute walk away from there. She said she wanted to see where I lived before, so we swung by. Mitsuki-san looked up at the apartment, a bit surprised. Rundown, huh?
いえ、別に、その。
Well, it does look a bit rundown. No, it's true. The thing I was happiest about after enrolling at Vincennes was the living environment.
そう。
Also the food. I was so moved the first time I ate there.
バンセンヌの食事は美味しいものね。
Yeah. I was also really happy to be surrounded by so many girls. Oh, you said it like that? She's gonna get jealous.
話が急に変な方向に曲がったわね。
No, I mean, before enrolling, I had never really had much experience with the opposite sex. I would have to call it enriching.
しょうがないわね。
Enriching, yeah. All that research we have to do is very enriching. Well, naturally, it's not like I was okay with just anyone. Still, doing physical labor with a bunch of older men was really difficult. Yeah. Still, I wonder what I should do with this apartment.
どうす するって？
Well, I'm still under lease.
あら、そうだったの？
Yeah. At first, there was a chance I would only be attending for a semester.
でも今は少なくとも3月までいられるわ。もったいないんじゃないかしら。
I guess. For the record, part of the reason why I kept the lease was because I was thinking of my old man. But that bastard was radio silent like always, so was there really a need for me to worry about him that much? But Masaya always has this soft heart, so... Yeah, maybe it's time to end the lease. Something told me now that I had made up my mind, so I should put it into action.
そうしなさいな。ひょっとすれば卒業まで学校にいられるかもしれないのだし。
Yeah. To hell with the old man. We went straight from there to the realtors. Okay. I was able to cancel the lease without much issue, but was given a surprising sales pitch at the end. Like always, those insurance agents, those property agents, they do that just to get sales. I've got a red property for a couple of yourselves. I told him I wasn't planning to move anytime soon, but he was as characteristically pushy as you expect of a salesman, and dragged us along just to take a look. It's really close to the station, but it's quiet and gets a fair amount of sunlight. It's only 7 years old and available at a reasonable price at that. We followed after the realtor as he rattled on, and arrived at our destination in about 10 minutes. Oh, so we get to see a new part of the city. Yeah, this background is definitely something we have never seen before. The first time we're seeing it. This apartment definitely looks more. I think it looks more priced than the other buildings we've seen. Yeah, so yeah, we have the apartments here and then the resting spot here. Nice. What do you think? Pretty nice place, right? Yes, I suppose so. Once I actually got to see it, I could tell he wasn't completely exaggerating. We're gonna take a look inside too. How about it? No, we're really okay for now. I won't be moving until at least March. We can take a look again then. Understood. Our company looks forward to working with you again at that time. Let me guess, probably they're really gonna move in at the end of this chapter. Yeah, Masaya and Mitsuki after graduation, that is. Hey.
ちょっと驚いてしまったわね。
Yeah, that's how salesman goes. After we said goodbye to the real estate agent in front of the station, Mitsuki-san let out a sigh of relief.
どうせだなんて。
Well, it's not crazy though. You said it.
はしたないわよ。
Proper? Not really. You don't like that sort of thing? I asked her just in case, and she tilted her head deep in thought.
でも結局のところよくわからないのよね。つい半年前までは男子になんか何の興味もなかった。それは本当のことよ。なのに。
She stopped mid-sentence and stared at me.
今はあなたがいる。
So, you see, this is how much of an influence Masaya has over girls.
結局知っているようで案外知らないのが自分という存在なのかもしれないわね。
That may have been the thixotropy that Rise-san had talked about previously at work. Yeah, I remember this term thixotropy. No idea what it means though. I think she said something like this. I think most of Vincennes students were in a solidified state. Oh right, something about from solid melt into liquid or gas. But that's not a permanent thing at all. The right stimulation will cause them to change states. I think you were that stimulation. Well, Masaya is definitely that stimulation. Well, either way, that's all in the future. There's no need to worry about it right now.
ええ、そうね。
We continued our conversation as we took another stroll around the area. What are you going to do after you graduate, Mitsuki-san?
私は番宣の女子大に進むわ。
Okay. Vincennes even managed a college? Are you going to live in the dorms again then?
いいえ、番宣の女子大に寮はないから。だから、私もどこかを借りないといけないわね。
Well, that place would be the perfect place to rent an apartment. Her parents lived in Tokyo, so it would naturally come down to that. I'm sure your parents will be lonely. They'll only be able to see you every now and again.
そうね。でも実を言うと、無理をしてまで入れてくれたのよ。
So they went way overboard, probably finding money and all that sort, just to get Mitsuki into Vincennes, just like Chio's parents did. Overboard?
だって私の家は普通のサラリーマンだもの。
Yeah, so Mitsuki's family is an ordinary family. Oh, I see. If I remembered correctly, donations were powerful motivators for enrollment starting from primary course. Oh, donations. Okay, this is something new. Coming from an ordinary family, that sort of contribution would surely be a heavy financial burden.
娘が生まれたら絶対に番宣ね。そう決めていたらしいわ。まあ、私は良かったと思っているけどね。
Okay. Thinking about it now, a lot of people seem to have a strong emotional attachment to Vincennes. Yeah? If it remained an august institution, it would eventually go under. Even if that couldn't be avoided, whether there was reformation or it maintained the status quo, it was definitely an issue that couldn't be resolved easily. That really struck home with me all over again, yeah, the financial status of Vincennes. Okay. Worn out from walking, we decided to return to the park. Internally, I was concerned about it, but I couldn't stop her either. It would be a huge problem if it made her think I didn't like being together. We're night. Yes! We're at the park at night already. This is where the action starts to happen. By then, the sun had started to set. It's already dark. We should head home soon. Here we go. I was relieved. Ultimately, we hadn't seen anyone doing anything perverted out in the open like I had been worried about. Well, you probably speak too soon.
ちょっと待って。
Yes, you spoke too soon, Masaya. She put on my hand just as I was half stood up. What's wrong?
あれ、あの人たち何をしてるのかしら。
I had a bad feeling about this, but turned to where she was looking.
ちょっと。
Yeah, funnily enough, this is the exact same scene that we see in Ayaka's epilogue. So, although she kept her voice low, she was shaking me back and forth. I imagined she had received quite a heavy shock.
キスしてない？あの二人。
Well, they aren't just kissing. Yeah, it sure looks like it.
嘘しちゃうものなの？キスとか外で。
Her question was so direct, it was kind of strange. Well, it's not like it's a crime. I answered her question, but she acted like she hadn't heard me. She was watching them intently. Getting turned on, Mitsuki? What is it? Mitsuki-san covered her mouth with her hand and blushed so hard her ears turned red. Actually, her whole face turned red.
すごい。あんなところまで触ってる。
At first they were just making out, but now the man was caressing the spot between the woman's legs. Yeah. They had certainly crossed straight into heavy petting territory now. Don't tell me they're gonna do it right here. Even though I tried to dismiss the idea, I also couldn't take my eyes off them. I wasn't sure exactly how long I watched such an intense display of public affection. Mitsuki-san was instantly taken aback and squeezed my knee hard. Why don't we do it too? You're right. Okay. Despite how vigorously she stood up, she was visibly unsteady on her feet. I held her up by the shoulder as we walked off. Okay.
もう大丈夫よ。